I didn't bring mine because they had the paper here, so I just figured I'd
Do you
go
need a
through it.
pen or anything?
I have
Do
it.
you have a pen? Okay. Do you have something to write with?
I don't.
Does it work?
Don't make sense now. You know me next year's better.
We're a little early.
Well, yeah, but we wanted to make sure we get everybody on
Yeah.
the sides, we need to get that out and get it
Yep.
ready to go, and I need to, the time. We got like 5 minutes
Mhm.
beforehand, so we're on track.
Why do we have two flags in here?
Well, one looks like it's upside down.
It sure is.
Okay.
Yeah. What the heck?
That's a distress call. Are we in distress?
Okay.
No, it's a green stuff in our district.
So we'll have a pledge of allegiance to the one that is not
Should
upside
I get
down.
off?
Upside down flag.
Yeah, we can.
I need a chuckle right
Dave
now.
is
Everything
taking
going on in my
the
life
picture.
right now,
You had a full flag? Oh, do you want to put that one?
I'm done with the world right now.
I can do it, one just comes out of that. You have to, pull it up on the, and then that way up there, it's upside down.
Oh. It does not look like it's sticking. I don't know how it's sticking.
Okay.
So
We'll
like
just
this.
take
Or
it
just
out.
use that one.
And you know, it's the, ROTC.
Yeah.
Then we're at the,
Well, you guys are doing it okay so far.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a follower.
Oh, I've done that many, many times.
Oh, my goodness, more times than.
That
Girl
was,
Scouts.
that was good. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some things just stick with you.
I was a scoutmaster for 10 years, and just about doing my city.
I did it at the sheriff's department.
Yeah, we did it when we were in grade school. We would, the girls, our troop would
Yeah.
take it down and put it up every day.
Got Cub Scoutmaster for a couple of years. I was a scoutmaster that ended up being a professional scouter. Ended up a district executive for a year. Hated every minute of it. Scouting was great until you started getting to do a job. You had to actually pay for it. It's just- And then they decided to add politically correct as the 13th point of the scout law, and that was into me. Oh, sorry.
Don't mind me, I worked with the scouts, so.
He did.
Sure. My brother was in the front of Boys Life magazine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That was when he took all the kids out to the island and had all these kids from one troop, and they got Eagle Scout all at one time.
Okay.
And he's the one that took them out there. So he took them to the island, and then Boys Life magazine, they came out because they knew there was gonna be Eagle Scouts made. More Eagle Scouts in one troop ever in the entire world, at any given at that one day.
That's pretty awesome.
So they came up there and they thought, wow, what a really cool idea. Let's have them stand on board your boat by the railing and we'll take a picture of them. So here's my brother who just took them out to the island, dropped them off, and then came back and picked them up.
Yep.
And he gets on the front cover of Boys Life magazine.
Hey, it works.
Yeah. Thank you.
So my family's famous
Hmm.
for 15 minutes. Yeah. That's what I got. Go ahead and start up the recording. recording, I'll be. All right, welcome to the Toltec School District number 22 Governing Board meeting. We are now opening the meeting by standing and giving the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're now going to give the adult treasure hunter pledge. I suspect we can look over here, and I will start. As an adult and treasure hunter, I am committed to search for all the talent, skills, and intelligence that exists in all children and youth. I believe all children are capable of success, no exceptions. Moment of silence, please. All right, be seated. Dr. Poppin, if you could give the roll call, please.
Yes. Mark Lingram,
Here.
Steve Courtwright,
Here.
Anthony Levantino,
Here.
Ernie Lopez,
Here.
David Richter.
Here.
All right, all present and accounted for. We have a quorum. Now we'll move for the approval of the agenda. Do we have a motion for the approval of the agenda?
So moved.
All right, we have a motion. Was that Ernie?
Yes.
Okay. Captain Lopez, a second?
Second.
A second by Mr. Richter. All in favor say aye.
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 All against? Motion passes. Moving on to the action item, the fiscal year 2026 annual expenditures budget revision. I think I'd have to hand it over to you now because I don't.
Yes, I would like to thank all of you for having this special board meeting so that we can meet the required deadline for the December revision. So in the board packet was a letter from the superintendent of public instruction, and it basically outlines that because our fiscal year 26 expenditure budget exceeds the general limit calculated by ADE, we're required to have this December revision. Reasons that our budget is over the 1% is because when we build our budgets for the New Year's, it's based on estimated ADM and estimated carryover amounts. So that's just the letter that officially notifies the district that a revision is needed. Also in your packets, you have a budget summary that basically breaks down the decreases and increases of our three major funds. The M&O is listed as number 1, the capital fund is number 2, and classroom site fund, which we also call 301, is number 3. So each of those sections has bullets that includes the reason for the either an increase or a decrease in funding, and then which accounts for the total. So looking at number 1, the M&O fund, we had an overall decrease of $906,770. The next line is just going to break down, so revision 2, that's what our budget will be, the $9.4 million. I also just wanted, for comparison purposes, to provide you what was our budget revision going into this meeting, and then the last number is our final revision from last school year, so you can see the comparison. So then the bullets, a decrease in revenue control limit. So that's the number that we get from the state when we plug in all of our ADM calculations into the budget formulas. So 428,429 is due to the loss or a loss in funding for our revenue control limit. And then there's a decrease to our budget balance carryover from last year, and you just adopted the AFR revision at the December regular meeting, and that's that, recoding that we needed to do for our classroom site fund position. So we knew going in that we were gonna have to offset that, and so those expenses reduced our carryover, which originally was anticipated to be closer to $1 million, in reality was about 400,000. There is an increase to help offset it, so there was an increase for, one-time funding this year from the state. There's a one-time state aid supplemental funding of about 76,000, one-time district additional assistance supplement about 29,000, and then one-time free and reduced, supplement of about 69,000. So all of those calculations together takes us to the overall decrease of 906,770. The same applies to number 2, our capital fund. So we had a smaller reduction in our revenue control limit of only $210. That is the final adjustment for 25. And then we had a decrease in the budget balance carry forward. Again, that's an estimated number when we go into the new year. So we just spent a little bit more than we had anticipated or estimated. Classroom site fund, so there is an increase in this one of 656,200. Again, this is directly related to the AFR revision. We knew that we were taking, some of those unallowed expenses out of classroom site fund and putting them into M&O.
Right.
So the M&O deficit from the budget balance carry forward and the classroom site fund increase in carryover offset. They're like a couple thousand off, but that's just because of some accounting. And then there was a decrease in funding for 26, again, has to do with our estimation of only $372. So all of this together, the 2 main contributing factors is our ADM is down this year compared to last year. Last year, our ADM, when we finished the budget in May, was 1191. Right now, when we're doing this revision, our ADM is 1115. So that's a loss of about 75 ADM, which when we put that into calculations, that's that 400 grand. It's also decreasing in our Group B add-ons, so that's our SPED student count, our ELL student count, our free and reduced student count. Those numbers are also going down. We will see an increase to our Group B add-on. The district provides the State of Education, Department of Education with the literacy plan for our K-3 program. And once that's approved, we get add-on funding for those K-3 students. That's gonna be about $90,000. So it'll offset, again, some of that deficit, not nearly as much as we would like it to, but we will have additional funding coming in for 26. And then the final is just the adjustments in our carryover. That miscoding that we had in classroom site fund was a significant impact for our carryovers. So are there any questions that I can answer? I mean, I tried to be as detailed in the summary just so that you could see line by line where our numbers are coming from, but I'm happy to answer any questions if there might be any.
Well, there's a lot of the kids that came into us were not on the first day, so is that what takes away from us?
Right, so when we build it, we have no idea what our number's gonna be for fiscal year 26. So we hope that whatever we end last year with, they're gonna come back to us in new year, and unfortunately we lost. I know that there was a private school that opened in Boundaries recently, and it seems that maybe some of our students may have opted to go there, so
when some of the kids also didn't show up like on the first day, so if they're not there on the first day, that takes away from it also. I think that's kind of split it in half right there.
So we carry them for 10 days before we drop them. So those kids, if they don't show up, but I mean, attendance is a factor in here, just even for a student that is still enrolled in our school, attendance, you know, is always a contributing factor. But yeah, we don't know, and unfortunately when we build the budget, we always want to hope that everyone's coming is gonna return, but in this case, you know, that just didn't happen this year.
All right. Any other questions? Mr. Courtwright, do you have any questions?
Nope, I've got it all from what you said, and I'm ready to approve the budget when you want to.
All right, sir. Dr. Levantino?
Ditto.
All right, Captain Lopez?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. We are now going to, vote on the budget. Do I have a motion to approve the annual expenditure budget of fiscal year 2026?
I make a motion for approval.
I have a motion by Mr. Richter. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Captain Lopez. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
All against? Motion passes. All right. We already know the next meeting date, correct?
Yep, January 12th.
January 12th, we all are in agreement with that?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Okay, so then I request a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All right, Captain Lopez made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Dr. Levantino. All in favor say aye.
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 All against? Motion passes. We are adjourned at this time. Thank you guys for all your help. I appreciate you calling, talking to us and being here at this time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.